Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion advised. Now, here's Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191 with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
It is Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight our guest is it's another group from the MTV family. Colin and Amaya are both here from the real world. And this is the Hawaii edition. And I do watch this show. I've been extremely busy lately, but I have been able to catch quite a few of them because they run them on weekends and they run them at different times, and you can get to them. And this show is it's heroin. It really is. It really is.
It's hard to stop watching.
Hey, when they have the marathons sometimes on the weekends where they just string 10 of them together, I'm not going anywhere. I took a crap right in the den once because I didn't want to miss any of it. It really is. It's riveting. I've watched them all. I really have. I've seen the L.A. and the New York and the San Francisco, and the wine one's the worst. Really, no. The wine one is strong because just because of the setting.
Oahu.
Oahu. Where?
In Diamond Head.
Oh. Yeah, and you guys. They're on there, and like one of the chicks is an alcoholic, and you two are having some kind of relationship, right?
I just met him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. There was something going on. Now, is it all wrapped up? Are you guys done? How does it? Where are we in this?
It's all wrapped up. It's pretty much friends is a great way to put it.
Well, I don't mean your
she
relationship,
dumped you,
but
she dumped me. Oh,
did she? Did you?
She gave me the boot.
I couldn't help it. He was too much for me.
Yeah, he is a handful, and as I recall, when I was watching the auditions for The Real World, I've not only watched The Real World, but I watched the making of The Real World, where they have all the auditions and they have everyone in there and they do their audition thing. Colin initially thought that he hadn't made it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're correct.
And so they actually kept him around to work with the other folks that were auditioning, but Colin never thought he was in the running.
No, I didn't.
And then at the very end, they brought him on, which was nice. Now, when did that wrap up?
Actually, we were down there hosting the casting special, and that went on for approximately a week, and I went back to school and finished up finals at Berkeley. And then they called me back and said, we have one more wraparound to do. You need to do something. You need to film it. And I went in, and that's basically when they told me. They unveiled the board, and I was on it, and I didn't even know what to think. I was
saw the episode.
What? I had no idea.
Colin went spastic, and then he ran down, and his buddy was waiting for him in the lobby.
Mike.
It was moving. It was moving. I wept. I really did, Drew. Drew, you got to watch this show. Now, I'm trying to think. Now there's the crazy black guy, then there's the alcoholic chick, then there's the lesbian chick,
The silly sorority girl.
Now, who am I leaving out? The sorority?
That's
Wait a minute.
me.
Yeah, because I've covered everybody. You, I was most interested in because there was an episode where she was self-conscious about her large chest. That immediately sucked me right in, and I didn't stop watching after that.
That's shocking.
They run a like a club at a surf shop afterward. I've really done my homework with these guys.
It has nothing to do with the fact that people were skinny dipping in the first episode. That's not why you did your homework.
If you video it, then they enter
your bunker?
No, I don't consider this pornography, Drew, please. It does not enter the bunker. Thank you. All right, so what's next? How does this work? You guys are all wrapped up for the season?
Mm-hmm.
Next is Loveline. That's where we're at. This is the highlight, Adam. This is it.
Oh, this is it?
This is what we've been building to. This is our pinnacle.
Life.
All right. Well, I'm sorry.
My whole life built to this moment. I love you guys.
One moment in time.
All right, let's. And I'm going to get the times out. I got to tell you, I know it's MTV and I know it's on all the time, but I never see the first when it's supposed to run.
It's on at Tuesdays.
Tuesday at 10.
Yes.
Tuesday at 10, and
Be there, be square.
Where are we on Tuesdays at 10, Drew?
We're right here.
That's the problem. Jennifer, you're 19.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, my question kind of originates from my boyfriend's cum. Like, when he would do crank for about a week, I could tell a difference in the taste.
That's nice.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
And, because before it tasted good. And then when I had gone on birth control, I started tasting different. And I thought it was just all in my mind. And then I went off of it, and it was true. Now I taste fine. And I was wondering if there is, like, some, I don't know, combination of chemicals that get in there.
Jennifer,
Wow.
I don't know why, because, I mean, I taste
Quite a palate. Now, let me ask you something, Jennifer. After you have, let's say, a heaping helping of semen, would you then cleanse your palate with some sorbet or something like that before you sampled another penis or yourself? Or how does that work?
No.
What's proper etiquette is what I'm saying. I know you don't just swill it down.
Look.
No, it's
Look, so Jennifer, wouldn't you... Oh, man. So hell of a way to start the show. Wouldn't you expect that if you ate something spicy, it might change your breath?
No, because, I mean, for a whole year...
Hold on. Restate the question again, and Jennifer, this time listen with the good ear.
Jennifer,
go ahead.
Don't you think when the moon goes down tomorrow and it's morning, the sun's going to come up?
I understand that.
She can't even say yes to that.
Nothing to do with I eat.
See, I figured
Jennifer,
this is
it's
about
your birth
Jennifer.
control pills. It's kind of messing with your body chemistry. You get,
It's
like,
not necessarily
nervous
messing with it.
disorders.
Not necessarily messing with it, but there are definitely changes in women, particularly men. It is alleged that there are changes, and it makes sense that there would be some change.
It's true.
But with women, the change can be quite profound because the environment down there is highly affected by many things, including things like the acid-base status of the region, and so certain bacteria can overgrow. A lot of things can change it.
So
Okay,
it kind of happens the same way in my boyfriend also when he does.
it's a little different. Yeah, you're you know.
That's crank.
First of all, your boyfriend's a crack addict. You have the whole other issue to deal with that. Jennifer, of course, is insolent and resistive and won't listen to anything. But
hey, Jennifer, why are you hooked up with the speed freak?
We have great sex.
There's better things out there.
Okay, Jennifer, you're 19. What? Paint the picture, Jennifer. Black clothing, black fingernail polish.
Really?
Oh, no, he doesn't have that. No, I don't have that either.
No, I'm going more stripper, but with her infant on stage with her while she's stripping.
All
I think
right.
suburbia.
That's perverted.
Order your semen with no crank next time. That's my advice.
Yeah, what I'll do is
He
I'll
lies to me, and I can always tell him. I say,
Well, Jennifer,
"Oh,
we're
my
very worried about you. We're very concerned, and these issues are should be the least of your concern right now. Okay?
Oh boy,
really worried.
All right, but here's my question. Why is she posing that as a question? Doesn't she know you're going to dig into her when she says that her boyfriend's semen, the flavor's altered by the immense amount of crank that he does? I mean, what is she? Is he reaching out for help in her own annoying way? What is that?
She wants help.
No, she doesn't, though.
She doesn't.
It's.
Well, why is she waving it in front of you?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
I can't figure that. I've wondered that. It's a subversion of that is why do people call us and then say, no, you're wrong. Or I'm not listening to you.
Okay. Well, they're all a-holes. That's what I figured out. Randy,
Hello.
you're 19.
That's right.
What's going on?
Almost a month ago, I had an affair on my husband with his best friend.
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. I'm going to see how many times I can work that in tonight.
You're 19?
Uh-huh.
How long have you been married for?
A little over 2 months.
How long have you known him?
I've known him since I was 15.
So you haven't had another relationship since then?
Well, I have. I haven't been dating him since I didn't date him then, but I knew him.
Okay.
Why'd you get married?
When we say how long did you know, goofball, we mean, how long have you been with him, not when you saw him in the hall 4 years before you went on your first date.
Why did you get married?
Right.
Because I love them.
No, not unacceptable answer on Loveline, by the way.
I'll go for it.
No, why did you marry him?
Why did I marry him?
Yeah.
Because we had been living together and we had fallen in love and we thought we were right for each other.
What was your situation at home?
What was my situation at home?
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty normal.
No. Maya's going right for the jugular.
Yeah, Maya's going the right direction.
Hey, Randy?
Uh-huh.
Why would you have this affair with his best friend so soon into the marriage? I mean, at least...
things are perfect.
Hey, you're 19. You've been married for 2 months.
2 months ago, you were in love with him.
Yeah, what happened? Why the quick turnaround?
I don't know.
Had you cheated on him before?
No.
Were you paying him back for something?
No.
He didn't do anything to you?
Well, I told him before that when he masturbated, it made me feel like he had cheated on me, and I caught him doing it. And I guess it was kind of my way I guess it could have been revenge.
All right,
Okay, yeah, I like that. That's a good angle. Revenge for masturbation.
How old is he?
He's 19.
19.
Okay, that's
All right.
the problem.
We're doing some gambling right now. Hold on a second. Drew's got the wallet out. Colin, Maya, you got any
I have
money
no
on
money.
it?
I'm
I
throwing
know,
my credit
I know
card in.
MTV doesn't pay any
My
money.
bottle of water in on this.
Well, what do you?
My
seriously,
$4.50 an hour went out the door when I got a burger before I came here.
You had to
I might have some change.
spent that on poi. Anything? Drew's half Jewish and he's pretty tight. He just bought a new house. He doesn't like to dip in the wallet much. But Drew, seriously, you got any more singles? I got a 5. Colin, really?
I'm out.
Come on, buddy.
I had to force somebody to buy me a burger before
Really?
coming
I
here.
have a quarter. Is that good?
You can put that in as a sort of
I'm putting
token.
50 cents. I got 50 cents.
How about my
Okay.
driver's
See what
license so you
happens.
could see my middle name?
This is not the ball checkout room.
It's
honey.
Hilda.
Oh,
We
my
just
God.
need money.
I thought you wanted people to know.
That is very disrespectful.
Hilda, don't do this to
Oh,
us.
my God.
Come on, Hilda.
All right, we're
By the way,
gonna,
this is how Maya
That's
and
my
Colin broke up, too.
Deceased grandmother's name.
I got money.
we got money.
Money
Good.
just came in.
Put a
Thanks.
buck in there.
Okay, that's partially mine for that content.
Put the other one in. Come on, put one in for
Put
Maya.
the 5 in too.
For all the good
Hey,
times. Come
you
on.
don't own me.
All right.
On me.
Now here's how this game works. If you're not familiar with it, we are going to gamble on Randy's past. What led her to cheat on her husband of 2 months at 19 years old? Why? And this is when Drew went for the wallet. She looks at masturbation as cheating by her husband. All right? All right. Drew, would you like to get the ball rolling to sort of be a template for the kids?
I would say a cheating, abusive, alcoholic dad. Physically abusive to her.
Physically abusive.
But it was real bad. Mistreated mom.
Mistreated mom, and she saw that.
Yeah, but it was physically abusive to her. And
Physically.
And I smell alcohol.
No sexual abuse. Well,
No.
I farted earlier. That could be it. I had a few beers on the way over.
Okay, all right.
All right, Colin. Any? Now, by the way, if you want to go parents together, everyone loves each other, no strife, no trouble, that's a decent bet sometimes, too.
First, I want to point out, if we as men don't have masturbation, what's our last savior going to be? I mean,
We don't have anything.
come on.
I know.
We have nothing if not that. But I'll go with, I'm going to stray from the abusive father. I'm going to go for past, like an ex, an abusive ex.
All right, but we're going back further
There's
than
got to be a
that.
reason for that.
Why'd she get hooked up with the abusive ex? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Maya,
Where's
let's
the
go to you.
abusive ex?
Colin, we'll come back to you.
I also say no. Alcoholic, abusive father. I'd have to go with lost virginity early. Parents had a kind of strict curfew, even though they were loving. Just grew up a little bit before her time, wanted to get married, and is finding out that, as most young people who get married do, that it's not meant to be. She's too
Okay.
young.
But how strict was the curfew?
I'd say it was strict, but not too strict. I think she just wanted to get out of there.
Let me write that down. Strict, but not
Cabin
too
fever.
strict.
I
All right, so no abuse in the past,
No.
in other words.
No.
All right, Colin?
What about married as a necessity, not out of love, because she didn't have anywhere to go with her life.
Ooh.
She found herself caught in the marriage, and she wanted to get some more action
True,
on the
don't
side.
egg on those sort of retarded
It's like
replies.
Boy Meets World.
We're going back
Right.
to her past. It has to be her past.
That could be it.
Maybe she was disenfranchised from her parents, or they, addicts and were out there somewhere and nobody knew where they were.
Well, listen, we're gambling on her past.
A family that wasn't there. A
We're
family
not-
that wasn't there.
Where were they?
Her
Okay,
dog
absent
died.
family.
Where were they?
Her dad ran away to Kansas
Completely
to do some
gone.
goat herding.
No, their
Okay.
family's normal.
It might.
An
Yeah.
abusive brother, a
Well,
stepbrother, and
okay,
an
now,
affair.
hold on, everybody.
No one to
Let me
support.
just rein the show back in for a second. First off, you get one guess, not 6.5 guesses. Secondly, it's on her past, her childhood, that sort of thing. So, Colin, you have parents that just were absent.
Abandoning.
Parents.
Abandoning
Abandoned.
parents.
That's a good
That's
one.
what I'm going with.
Okay, Maya, you have no prom, just got married too early, but no real problems in
Who
the
lost
past.
virginity early.
Yeah, see, the whole looked at masturbation as cheating thing could either mean very religious family that sort of got twisted up and bizarre, but I'm with Drew on the abusive dad. And
Wait, can I change my
cheated.
answer?
No, I'm going with, because the show's only 2 hours.
Wait, just consider this.
I'm going with some sexual abuse.
Wait.
Married to have
Just-
sex.
Just consider this. Imagine the amount of rage it takes to catch your newlywed husband doing something you thought was inappropriate. So you go out and sleep with his best friend.
Right.
But imagine that
Right.
rage.
Right. Okay, that's why I'm going with, you went with alcoholic dad?
Physically abusive.
And physically abusive. I'll go with some sexual
Okay,
abuse.
that's fine.
Better.
Not necessarily from dad, just young age.
That's
All right.
fine.
Randy?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now that we've floated many theories, let's get to the facts here. Where are your parents?
Well, my mom and my dad are divorced.
They're divorced. Okay. When did they get divorced?
When I was 2.
2. And why did they get divorced, do you know?
Well, I don't know from them, but I know from other people that my mom had cheated on my dad.
Oh, interesting. Well, the acorn doesn't fall too far from the tree. And that's why your dad left your mom?
That's what I've
Why did your mom
heard.
cheat?
I don't know.
Okay. What about alcohol? Any alcoholism in the family?
My stepdad. And my grandfather.
And your grandfather. And I'm guessing...
Your dad must have been,
your real dad was an alcoholic, too, because your mom wouldn't have remarried an alcoholic unless you're...
Her dad was an alcoholic, so she only marries alcoholics. That's the way that pattern works.
Do you know if your biological dad was an alcoholic?
Well, he is now, so I guess he might have been then, but he was...
he is now, but... All right, so
he's always been an alcoholic, but he's really showing it now, but he was...
Okay, so... Hold on, jackass. Put that money down. Put that money down.
He almost hit me when he erupted.
Put that money down, Drew. And we gotta flesh this one out. You're not getting the money yet. Stepdad.
No, biological dad's an alcoholic too.
Yeah, fine. Everyone's an alcoholic. I understand.
Grandpa's an alcoholic.
You sniff that out. That's a layup, though. So, what else? What about stepdad? What kind of guy was he?
He was a raging alcoholic. He was abusive.
Physically abusive.
Yes.
What about any sexual abuse?
My grandfather.
Oh. Your grandfather sexually abused you.
Yeah, that just got me $2 out of that pot, sweetie. $1? Come on, I had abuse.
Have the trifecta, for Christ's sake.
All right, hold on. You went with alcoholism,
physical abuse,
and physical abuse. I went. Well, you do not sexually. Yeah, listen, you don't bang your granddaughter unless you're drunk. Now, come on, right,
This is
Randy?
uncanny.
Right.
Okay, so
let's make a point here. That people do not behave like this without extraordinary reason. Okay,
Right.
This notion that people have that our sexuality is some sort of just thing we just express when no big deal. Look, it requires profound rage, profound boundary issues, and this kind of impulsivity usually implies the biology of alcoholism. That's in my experience.
Yeah, and the part about being outraged or looking at masturbation is cheating. That's a lot of hatred and mixed up feelings
It's just all
about
those
men.
triggered old feelings about men that come zooming up in a rageful event.
And listen, why shouldn't you have those feelings? I mean, if your grandfather got a hold of you that way, I mean, how else could you feel?
And look, even if there's a flip side to Randy, let's say husband was a very available, emotional person.
She'd screw that one up.
She'd screw that one up too, because the feelings of social intimacy.
He may be a decent guy, and that's probably why
this happens so
she
fast.
Freaked. Your husband's a decent guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't stand that.
It's too scary.
So you got to freak out with his best friend, right? And you can't handle those feelings of him being a decent guy, right? Like you got to stir it up.
You ever been treated, Randy?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever been treated?
Treated?
For your
Yeah, you got to do that. You don't have any kids, do you?
No.
Oh, good. Don't have any kids.
Morning after pill. Prevent emergency contraceptive. Go get that and put in your...
Randy, please don't have any kids.
I don't.
All right, listen. Do you want this marriage to last?
Yes, I do.
You do? All right, you got to get some help then. Don't tell him you cheated on him. Just get yourself some help and deal with it and stop acting out.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm afraid that his best friend is going to tell.
Well, that's irrelevant. You've got to go get... Your best friend has no motivation to tell. Does he want to be killed? Yeah.
No, he's not going to tell.
He is not going to tell, Randy. Get that chaotic thought out of your head. That's more your drama building.
Let me float this one. She is going to let him find out about it
somehow.
Yes, absolutely. Because when you're into chaos, you're into chaos. Randy had a decent marriage for about 2 months, married a decent guy, went insane, and went out and did something to rock the boat. Now, the boat has not been rocked until the husband finds out that it's been rocked. And so far, he doesn't know the boat's been rocked. She will get it back to him. Believe you me, just so he can blow up, freak out, and then she can have just a little slice of that chaotic past of hers. All right, I'm taking $2 here, Drew. I really am. I had the sexual abuse there. Come on.
You're putting up no fight, Drew?
I don't care.
Alcoholism, of course there's alcoholism. I smelled it on her breath, too. Physical abuse, sexual abuse. All right, so That was a layup. You guys got any more money?
Is this your way to reel guests in? I don't think we're on a level playing field here.
Well, I was trying. I really was. Hey, I let Drew go first. He floated all those ones with the alcohol and the abuse and all that, and you guys went right to tough night at the prom. And you know, I was trying. I was trying to give you a layup there.
Okay.
All right, that's all right. It's just $1. You'll win it back. Danielle.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you're 16.
Yep.
You're on with Colin and Amaya from the real world.
Hi.
Yeah, Amaya's very hot.
Yeah, she is.
Thank you.
And Adam, likewise you.
And thank you. And then let me tell you, this Colin is not chopped liver either.
Yeah.
I'm no Adam. I'm no Adam. That's for damn sure.
Well,
Yeah, I was just calling about lighting your farts on fire, because none of my friends have tried it, and I haven't tried it yet either.
Okay.
And I've heard you talking about it, and I was wondering, like, what to wear and how to do it.
All right. Well, let me give you some tips on that. First off, don't call it lighting your farts on fire, because it's like engaged to be married. You know what I mean? It's a little redundant. You know what I mean? People know you're rookie and novice, like when they on those TV shows where they go, he was framed for murder. He didn't commit. I was like that part. It's like, framed for murder? Good, that's enough. The didn't commit part? No, that was implied with the framing. You cannot frame someone for something they did. So, when it comes to the farting, you want to wear denim, Daniel. Yeah. Drew, you've seen me do it many times here on the Loveline, have you not?
Many times. I'm afraid you might suddenly be inspired tonight.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it in the sweatpants. Oh, nice. What the hell is that doing here? Drew, by the way, because he knows good radio, likes to hold things up, make reference to them, but not say what they are, and then move on. He also does a lot of pointing and gesturing, too, that he doesn't explain.
I feel like it's effective on dog farts.
There's a fire extinguisher here, by the way. But
fart extinguisher.
Also, Daniel, you know it's very attractive when girls are absolutely turned on.
Does it turn on?
Yeah, it's
aphrodisiac.
Huge. A lit up fart is just it's an aphrodisiac.
Lights your heart up.
Yeah, it's
what
better
we call
not all it lights
what we
up.
call an aphrodisiac, by the way, Drew, in certain circles. Now, Daniel,
Yes.
here's what you got to do. First off, you need like a lighter or something. A book of matches is no good. You're always striking it. There's trouble. Use a lighter. I always wear denim pants, and it's always important to hike your legs up on something, like you're in a chair that reclines or something like that. And then you have to get the lights. Drew, will you testify with the lights?
Yeah.
I mean, not now, but would you explain about the lights?
You want me to explain?
Well, I'm saying
You've impressed us many evenings.
it's much more graphic that way, isn't it?
Yes, the plume is in full bloom.
Right. They don't have the 4th of July celebration at noon.
Right.
Because
it's a similar issue.
Same principles apply. Yeah. It's great. Hey, listen, you think I'm kidding. Drew, seriously, you're a doctor. I've sat here and let how many go in one night?
30.
30. And what kind of flame on those things?
6, 8 inches.
Oh, please.
12 inches?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
6, 8 inches. I mean, what kind of circumference?
I don't know.
It's about the size of a nice balloon on a few of them.
Yeah.
Who lights these?
No, I light them.
Oh, okay.
Drew gets the lights.
How does the table not catch on
Everyone
fire?
else runs for cover. Oh, I think we had cake in here last time I was doing that.
Oh, yeah, they were freaked out.
I think they're amused like on the first 20, 22, 23. But by the time we got up in like the mid-40s, they were like, they'd had enough.
Let me out of here. Remember him sitting over there looking at his girlfriend?
Listen, Vince the trumpet, well, their girlfriends were here, so they had to pretend like they weren't enjoying it. But Vince the trumpet player sent me a nice picture from the road of me with my leg hiked up that way. Listen, it's funny. It's entertaining.
It's great radio. Speaking of great radio.
It's strong radio. Yeah. All right. All right. Colin and Amaya are both here from the Real World Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock on MTV, and also rerun all the time, all over the place. And again, just a fantabulous show. And I can't stop watching this thing. All right. So we'll take a little break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Bill. Bill's 23, called last week about GHB addiction. So Drew will dig into that after this. It is Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455.
Don't start that sniffling again, please.
I don't. I feel good tonight. I mean, I feel like ass, actually, but I'm not sniffling. Colin and Amaya. I was calling her Maya. Yeah, Amaya. And Drew over there nodding his head like he knew what the F her name was.
Like I was listening to you.
Yeah, it was Amaya, man. Should have said something, man. The Real World is the show these guys are from. Colin is the funny one with the Cindy Crawford-like birthmark on his lip, and Maya's the good-looking blonde one with the big rack on her that didn't want to get in the hot tub, as far as I know.
Very much.
That's the one I remember. And then everyone else is basically drunk and out of control on that show. There's a lot of dysfunction going on this year. There really is. Usually they get people that are screwed up, but they're not, you know, what you'd call clinical screwed up. But boy, there's some folks on this season that are really whacked out. You guys are definitely the sane ones of the bunch.
Thank you. We agree.
Yeah, which can make it a little painful when you have to live with people like that.
It makes it quite painful.
But geez, they lived in such a beautiful house, and man, that must have been nice. Now, how long were you there total?
17 weeks. 4 months.
Yeah.
Right there in Diamond Head. Free rent.
Oh,
so ocean outside your door.
So you guys didn't work?
We worked.
We worked. He was a pool boy, and I was a cocktail
Actually,
hostess.
I had urine duty. We worked at Local Motion, which is like...
I worked the cash register.
I cleaned the toilets.
Important.
Yeah, but how does that work? Like, I've watched the show many times with a lot of different casts, and it's like, we got to get a job, everybody. Man, I need a job. And it's like, yeah, we better get a job. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you got to get a job? You're living in a house. What's MTV going to do? Throw you out? Are they going to let you starve?
Cameras?
Yeah, my attitude would be, screw that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm watching TV.
They don't buy food, and I got to eat.
Yeah. By the way, this would be Adam's thing. He'd sign all the agreements, and then he'd sit down at the TV and would not get up.
That's right.
And they'd wait for people to bring him food.
You look like a refugee after a while.
We had no TV.
And then he'd start threatening in front of the camera.
Then I'd start getting nutty, yeah. That's when I'd lose it.
In fact, you probably threaten the moment the camera turned on, right?
So you would have to. So they pay for not the room, but not the board, as it were, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta work. You gotta get some scratch. You gotta get some whack. That's called wham. That's walking around money. I learned that when I was on AM radio for 26 years.
Yeah.
In the New York market. Bill.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
You're 23.
I am.
What's going on?
I think I'm addicted to GHB because I've been doing about 200 milliliters a day, and I know that's a crazy amount.
Are you drinking also or doing pot?
No. Well, pot, yes.
How much pot?
Well, it's been cut back a lot lately. I mean, maybe an eighth a week.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to do a little quick Loveline reenactment there because it's always funny. Doing about 200 milliliters, or how much was he doing?
10 milliliters a day.
200 milliliters a day of GHB.
Are you drinking or smoking pot?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, pot, yeah.
Drinking pot.
No, it's like you're drinking or smoking pot. I was like, no.
Oh,
no.
yes.
A pot, eighth.
That's bad for you.
I was reacting.
Yeah, you're reacting to the drinking, yeah. You don't need to drink when you're doing that much GHB, right?
It just makes you feel more drunk. It's not a good thing for you to
it
do.
makes me throw up.
How much is 200 milliliters?
I don't know, because it's
about 40 capsules.
It's very difficult to dose. I mean, what the concentration is in these capsules, nobody knows.
But that seems like a lot.
It's a lot.
And,
and know that it's very easy to go from intoxicated to coma and death. There's a very narrow window there.
This is true. I've gotten it. I mean, I know how much it takes to, go to sleep, and I stay away from that when I can't be asleep, when I'm at work or whatever.
All right. Well, Bill, your life is in serious danger.
I know. Dr. Bruce told me last week to go to the emergency room, and I did. And they told me, basically, they'd put me under observation and stuff, but I've got an appointment with a psychiatrist.
Good.
Like July 28th.
Oh, boy. Well, you're going to need to be...
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell's the date today?
22nd. You're going to need to be in a treatment program.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you got to go in, you got to detox. Your risk of seizure, if you stop this suddenly, is really quite substantial.
Oh, really?
It's just like alcohol. It's just like alcohol.
Ramp it down from right?
Well, very slowly, yes.
Slowly.
But we can give you things in the hospital that can counteract that withdrawal very easily.
Really?
But it has to be in a hospital. It can be reasonably comfortable.
There's a somebody wrote a newspaper article here. She gave me numbers for Ward Dean and Andrew Baer.
Well, look, the issue here, Bill, the detox is going to be simple, a piece of cake. The problem is treating your addiction, which is going to be very difficult. You have a profound addictive process.
Wow.
And it's going to take many, many, many months of concerted effort.
I've never heard of anybody doing that much of that particular drug. As a matter of fact,
usually because they're unconscious.
Yeah. Even being addicted to it.
We've always postulated it can be addictive. It basically activates the same region of the brain that Valium does via a different mechanism.
Really?
Yeah. And
I gotta get some of that Valium. I've never tried a Quaalude or Valium or peyote.
Still sleeping pills. That's the same.
Sleeping pills?
Yeah.
Same?
Valium.
Even with a couple Bloody Marys when we're on the plane? Same effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you want to tell your friends you tried the Valium, not just some sleeping
The good thing is that you want help and you recognize that you need help. The only problem is you have to make sure that you have the ability to make a commitment to stay helped.
See, that's the problem. Yeah, I agree with you that people like Bill, they focus on detox and getting off the drug, and then I'm fine, which could not be further from the truth. The detox is a piece of cake by comparison to the work of recovery, which is very difficult.
All right. And Bruce was saying when he was in here last week that he frequently sees people who have had to stop breathing because of this. Yeah, all the time. Skylar?
Yes, I'm here, Adam.
You're 15?
I am 15.
What's up?
I pretty much just called to say hi to Amaya. She actually used to babysit me back here in Oakland. I don't know if she remembers me.
Oh, my God. Hello, Skylar.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, I was going to go visit you guys.
Skylar, you're babysitting while Skylar's folks fall to dead somewhere?
I babysat for them, him and Trevor. They're the cutest kids.
Are you messed up at all, Skylar?
No, not really.
Not really.
Skylar, you rock.
We can't help you.
I just want to say that I watch the show every week and hope I talk to you soon.
Okay, and your voice changed. That's so cute.
Yeah, things drop when you get older.
Skylar, I'm sorry I should talk to you like that.
Yeah, you really. He's just starting to feel like a man.
Yeah, so cute. Who wants to hear that?
Yeah, not at 15. It's like his one pubic hair just fell out.
But you
it's like
guys,
dropping your pants and having somebody be like, ooh, it's so cute.
But how good is it? It's a 15-year-old with no problems.
Well, that's true. And that's because you raised him like you were
because I raised him
your
right.
own.
Congratulations.
Hi, Skylar.
Thanks.
Okay. Adam, I love The Man Show, my favorite show on television.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.
He's a screwed up kid.
Yeah, he's got trouble.
Oh.
This is Skylar. Is his name really...
It's Skylar.
Skylar?
Loves The Man Show.
That's Skylar.
For sake.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I should have pronounced it that way.
Kid. He's never gave me any trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
How old was he when you were babysitting him?
Oh, I guess 9 or...
You guys never fooled around?
Nothing.
It could happen.
I am going to throw up.
Saying,
don't say that about my babies. Oh.
John?
Yeah.
You're 15?
That's right.
What's going on?
I just want to say I watch The Real World, religiously. It's probably one of the best shows on TV. It helps me through a lot of stuff.
I also babysat him, too.
Okay, cool, John. What's going on?
Well, I just performed oral sex, and I was kind of wondering what my risks were as far as diseases and everything goes.
Dental dam.
Like for the first time?
Yeah.
You did this on a male or female?
Guy.
Oh.
Condom.
No.
No condom?
No condom.
How old was the guy? Was the guy in a high-risk group?
No, he told me he's been with one guy, and he told me he's been tested and he's been okay, but...
Where's the proof?
Yeah.
How old is the guy?
16.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him at a camp.
Oh, yeah. See, you don't let your kids go to camps. Nothing but oral sex. That, instead of like, that'll really just be truthful with these camps. Instead of like Camp Hitchy Wawa or Canoe Land or something, just call it like Camp, Blow Mountain or something. That's all that goes on at these camps.
Outdoor orgy.
Sex. I swear to God, everybody, I never went to camp, but everyone I know who went to camp has some sort of bizarre woodland sexual story.
Hormones on the rampage.
Yeah, how are you going to take a bunch of 13, 14, and 15-year-olds and lock them up in the woods for 3 weeks, give them paddles, and expect nothing to happen?
And wouldn't your parents be proud to know that's where their money's going? To oral sex in the woods.
Yeah, there's all kinds of shenanigans going on there, right?
Horseplay, too.
Yeah. Were there any women at the camp?
Oh, yeah, lots of them.
All right.
And don't get me wrong, I mean, they're all gorgeous, just like you, Amaya.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, you guys talk about bisexuals all the time, and I think I'm, right there, but...
All right.
Wow.
We'll go with that. Did anything cause that, or is that just what you're into?
I don't really know. I'm confused all about that. I lost my dad when I was 2, so...
Ooh.
Oh.
Anything about your dad we should know?
Well, he committed suicide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were your parents divorced?
No, I mean, he was a good guy, but he obviously had some problems.
You think that might have affected you? Makes sense.
To be honest with you, I think I've grown up really healthy.
Right. And Mom, she's okay?
Mom is probably the best person on the face of the earth.
Okay.
That's good. All right. Don't most gay men hate their moms, Drew? Isn't that kind of the deal?
There's some theories about that, but
yeah, that's your theory when we're not on the air. Is that right, Drew? Here's the point there, John. I think you're bi, maybe even heterosexual because you love your mom so much. All right.
You're experimenting.
All right, but be careful, would you?
You can get AIDS. You can get potentially maybe even hepatitis C. You can get hepatitis B. You can get gonorrhea, chlamydia, all the good stuff. It all happens both ways: oral sex, genital sex.
There's flavored condoms out there.
I have a quick question about that. I hear rumors about if you brush your teeth before performing oral sex, like it can cut your gums, and then you're more susceptible.
I mean,
obviously, interesting.
Well,
why would you brush your teeth before?
Yeah, and obviously,
I just spit my tobacco out. That's as big a commitment. Take that big dip, big wad I usually keep in there. Just throw it against the wall.
That's sexy, Adam.
Come on, honey, you're getting some tongue loving. That's what I call it.
And then you let your fart go.
Light my fart.
Tongue loving.
Tongue loving. That's what I call it.
Oh, where was I? Wait.
Yeah, you weren't talking about anything important.
No, I was.
Brushing the teeth.
Obviously, any blood exposure increases the risk of transmission of these viral, blood-borne, sexually transmitted diseases. But whether or not microcapillary exposure and that sort of thing is significant, it's debatable. Some people believe that's how it happens, that our gums bleed all the time a little bit, and there's just that potential. There also is the fact that the esophagus is an environment that the HIV and other viruses are very healthy in. The mouth already is an inhospitable environment for those viruses, so they might actually be in the esophagus that these transmissions occur.
All right.
Just be careful.
Yes. We're going to take a little break. We have the folks from the real world, the Hawaiian edition here, and when we come back, Drew?
Yeah.
It's because I'm tired of dragging the show myself.
Yeah.
You sell the next call, please.
Jennifer works at a restaurant, and the cook at her work sexually harassed her.
Good.
How to deal with it.
All right, that was wonderful.
You have 5 seconds.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
2.
Back in a minute.
1. What do you want?
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Colin and Amaya are both here from the real world, the Hawaii edition. Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock on MTV, and rerun, well,
every second of every day on MTV.
Show when they're not showing videos.
That's real well. Probably, I think it's probably the highest rated show.
I think it is.
Yeah, people love that, and I understand why. I watch that show. I can't turn it off. I really can't. It's, I got to know, when's the next marathon coming up,
Probably
Lord knows.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
Yeah, I get into that. As I said, I watched the whole audition process. It was...
Was at the catheter nearby.
Jennifer.
Hello?
You're 23.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Well, I work in a restaurant, and I've been there for a couple of years now, and I've never had any problems. Great place to work. And well, the problem is I was leaving work, and I went into the...
That's good that you can't say that. That's nice.
Yeah, just as long as we've set those boundaries and they're clearly marked.
Jennifer.
My virgin ears.
All right. Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer. Don't say that word again.
When you know you can't say things on the radio, that means you shouldn't say it.
We don't have a beeper.
Well, he backed me into the corner, and he proceeded to pull my top down, grab my breasts, and pick me up. And I told him, I screamed. I told him to let me go. He wouldn't let me go. He kept picking me up, and and off the ground, lifting me off my feet. I don't know what the point with that
Was he intoxicated or something?
No, not at all.
Where was everyone else?
Well, there was only
I'm tired.
me and then somebody else. That person was in the front. And, you know, you can't hear anything because there's vents and from the kitchen.
Right.
You can't hear anything that goes on in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I want to...
Jennifer.
Wow, it sounds like it got really serious.
Tell somebody.
Oh, boy.
Tell somebody who works for you.
Is she there?
No.
Did somebody intercept her?
She's driving her car and the cell dropped out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, wait. Hello?
All right. Well, hold on.
I thought the cook got to her.
Put her back on hold.
Well, I mean, it's just a rape, attempted rape, sexual assault. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how it ended, but
File a complaint.
Yeah, I mean, she could own that restaurant or she have a guy arrested.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't trust cooks. I really don't.
Hats.
Most of these guys were thrown out of the Navy for some nonsense. It's a really dicey job. Think about guys that are cooks. They're kind of drifters.
Well, cook is different than chef, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cook is much different than chef. Well, listen, we'll keep Jennifer on hold. And if she comes back, she comes back. But she obviously has to tell the management and
seek legal action.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't
If she
know.
doesn't get satisfaction from the manager there immediately, then she has a great case.
She owns it. How long ago did she say? How long ago this happened?
She has to get it out there right away, though.
Did it not sound like she was calling from Tarzana, though?
Yes, it did. She had that Valley Girl thing going. Roxy,
Hi.
you're 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see, like, what's up with Colin and Amaya now that Real World is over.
We're friends. We're friends.
We have a wedding ceremony next week.
That's what's up with us. We are. We parted as friends.
Yes.
Yeah, what happened? You guys were on and off and off and on. What's going
It's
on?
off.
It's
But
off.
We're friends.
That's Amaya's thing.
Oh.
I'm
Who?
sorry.
Is it? Yeah,
Okay.
Colin. Not you.
I had to give her the boot.
Yeah, he dumped me. Yeah.
All right.
She's getting on my nerves.
That's how it happened.
Let me try to talk some sense into this Amaya for a second. Okay. Drew, and I'd like you to back me up on this.
Okay.
I know. How old are you, Amaya? 19?
I'm 22.
Oh, okay.
Almost.
All
I'm
right.
19.
I'm a
19.
Virgo.
All right. Okay. You, I know, Colin's a nice guy. He's a gentleman. He knows how to treat a lady. He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of myself at that age, minus the fart lighting and the carpet cleaning and, going to college and many other things. But other than that, and there's no physical resemblance at all, but other than that, he reminds me of me at that age. And I know, he's not exciting. He's a funny guy. He's a cute guy. He's a nice guy. Maybe a little too nice. Not quite dangerous enough, not edgy enough. Doesn't have enough of that zing that you chicks at 22
dazzle.
like. But man, one day, and don't worry, Colin, you will have your revenge because I've been around long enough to see it happen.
I'll be in your position.
She'll go out with a few zingy guys. God help you if you are, really. She'll go out with a couple of these zingy guys. They're exciting, fast, and everything, but they're going to cheat on her. Going to give her like crabs or something. It's not going to work out. Look at me. I've looked into my crystal ball. I see what's happening. Colin,
I don't
over
give people
here,
crabs.
His stock is just going up. And believe me, Drew, would you jump in
no,
here?
I know exactly
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if Amaya's necessarily thinking the way you are, but I know that thing that happens to guys absolutely all the time.
And you are completely wrong about me, Mr. Adam.
Really?
Yes.
What's up?
You're right, Adam.
You two
You're
should
right.
be together.
You're right.
I like this Colin.
I'm
I
busy
really
right
do.
now.
What's going on? I mean, he's really he's got everything.
I think the person I'm seeing would be mad.
He's the whole package.
Except a job.
Oh, you're seeing someone else now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you had to.
It's a zingy guy.
No, he's actually not. He's just a very regular, nice guy.
You had to break up with Colin before you got to this guy, right?
I met this guy by chance.
Okay, but that was after you and Colin broke up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's also been a while.
Okay, I don't know when you guys were together because I just watched the TV and to me it was like Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday at 10 p.m.
Yes.
What was it? 6 months?
No, it was
4
less than
months?
that.
No, it was like on and off.
On and off. Okay. Colin, I'm just telling you, you will have your day.
He will.
I
have his
appreciate
day.
it.
In a big way.
You
I
finished at
appreciate
Berkeley?
Oh, no, I'm still at Berkeley.
Yeah, so you're 19, just keep going. What are you studying?
I'm doing communications. I'm the sports director of the radio station there.
Okay, that's it.
But stop the communications business. Stop
Communications is pretty much worthless, but...
Stop now. Just study philosophy or something.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. You will, like I said, have your day. Max?
Hello?
You're 17?
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, last week, actually, I just began masturbating. And I noticed that the skin on my penis began to peel. And, I was going to wait to see if it would turn back to normal before I consulted a physician. But then it went back to normal. And so just today, I began masturbating again. And then I looked down on my penis, and the skin is peeled back, and it's pink, and when I touch it, it burns.
Ew. Are you doing it with soap in the shower, or are you going lotion?
Are you using acid?
What are you doing?
Lotion.
Lotion?
What kind of lotion? Does it have lye in it?
Wow.
Skin So Soft by Avon.
Nice. What is the mosquitoes away?
Well, that's
from
the product
Johnsons.
thought for Avon right there.
You're going to get a box of that in the mail. Keep masturbating.
What is it? What's it called?
It's called Skin So Soft.
Well, maybe it's not exactly Skin So Soft as the name implies.
Well, whatever it is, you don't use it anymore, okay?
I keep the things with the word soft in the title away from the penis. I know it sounds bizarre. I just don't want to jinx the penis.
Or you might have a skin problem. You should see a dermatologist.
Well,
it might be touchy. But
Now, hold on. It only occurs when you do this. Is that right?
Right.
And the skin...
Well, I only began like a week ago.
Yeah, but you always did it with this lotion.
Right.
Have you ever had contact with a woman?
No.
So it's not a venereal disease.
No, it's some sort of burn or allergic reaction.
a message from God.
Could you go ahead and switch brands?
And the skin sloughs off around the shaft, huh?
Could you repeat that?
The skin sloughs off, peels off, like you said?
Well, yeah.
Does it blister?
No.
Go for Jergens. It works well with me.
Do you have allergies of any sort? Are you allergic to anything?
Not that I know of.
Well, you got to get this checked out.
Yeah.
It's some sort of...
he needs to pick up another lube sponsor.
It's called desquamation, but it's like having a burn.
I had
It
a
needs to be
bad
taken care
reaction
of.
to lotion once on my hands, and it got bumpy and gross.
But this is, a burn on the penis is a serious thing. It's got to be checked out.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me ask this, Drew. Can he just leave it alone for a few days?
I don't know
what
how severe it
happens?
is. It depends how much has gone on here.
All right. So you go to a dermatologist, tell him this start happening.
General doctor's fine.
Rubbing too hard.
Maybe that too.
Okay, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back with Caleb, who's a 20 friend, wants his ex to sleep with Caleb, so I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, we'll be back.
Loveline. Be right back in a minute. Loveline on 92.1 KFMA.
Quick 10-second timeout. I'm actually going to try to squeeze in a nap during this period, Drew, if you don't mind. And we'll be back with more Loveline in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on radio station. The new broadcast. 92.1 KFMA, Green Valley, Tucson.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Colin and Amaya are both here from the real world, which I've had difficulty saying all night, and I don't know why I should stop now. Tuesday nights on our beloved MTV. That is 10 o'clock, and then rerun all over the place after that.
By the way, Vanessa reminded me that she was sort of surprised you would think that after you diss MTV, they would expect you to just sort of deliver whatever you ask for after that.
What's that?
You know what I mean?
Drew, who's Vanessa?
It's the whole fire extinguisher thing.
Jesus Christ. Vanessa is the publicist from MTV, who we've dealt with for a number of years. She's delightful.
Really nice.
And although I always give her a hard time. But what were you saying about her?
That after you diss MTV, your expectation is that they'll then give you whatever you want, whatever you ask for. It's like they're like,
I'm still
forget
not...
it.
No, what are you
We'll talk
saying?
about
That
it later.
MTV will give me what I asked for?
Right. After you
say bad things about them?
Right.
Well,
it's like going to your boss and going, I think you're an asshole. No, I want a raise.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because, yeah, but, MTV is cheap. I mean, let's face facts. I mean, and listen, I got to say something and be honest about it. There's nothing wrong with we'll call them frugal. But the thing that's funny is they don't like it when I say that because they don't want other people who work for them to find out that they're cheap. But There's not a person that works for him that doesn't know how cheap they are, is there? I mean,
bread and butter, Adam.
Who the hell are you telling? Oh, they do a good job. But what do I want? More money? Is that the deal?
Is that what you want?
I don't know.
I haven't talked to you about it.
I don't know.
Here, let me open another topic that you love to abuse me about, is the internet site.
No,
real quickly. Remember you were poking at me for not being able to answer all the questions we had on the internet site?
Right. On your internet site.
At drdrew.com. I'm not going to be able to answer all the questions. We're now ringing at 6,000 questions.
Really?
And so what we're doing is we're going to read them all.
One screwed up kid.
We're going to read them all, and we're going to try to get at all the types of questions, and some of them specifically.
Right.
So we'll be getting most of them.
Okay. All right, and that's the drdrew.com.
Yeah.
All right, we ready here, Drew?
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yes.
Okay, so you're 20.
Yes.
And what's your predicament?
Okay, it's a bit difficult. My best friend, Sandy, I've been best friends with her all her life. She has a baby by a man. And this man basically wants nothing to do with her. He's all around sleeping with different people, going out with different people.
Mm-hmm.
But Sandy loves him to death, and she says she's going to wait for him forever. And she's doing his laundry and washing his car and massaging his feet and baking him bread. And, well...
That's a good woman.
Baking bread.
Yes, wonderful.
Right.
But he went to her and told her that she wouldn't feel that way if she wouldn't slept with some other guys, because she was a virgin when she met him.
Mm-hmm.
And so she rejected that and wouldn't do it for a while. But recently she went to him and said, okay, I want to sleep with Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Her best friend, of course. Now, he has a problem with that. For some reason, he says, I'm too close to the situation, and he doesn't want her to do that.
Right.
Of course, that made her a little more determined, because now she's finally found someone who she can make him jealous with.
Right.
And so she's making a big deal out of it. And she's like begging and pleading and telling me this would be the best thing I could ever do for her, because it might get a father for her son, and it might make them a happy family. And
Caleb,
do you
very good instinct to stay the hell out of this.
Yeah.
Don't get involved.
Yeah.
Stay out.
She's screwed up. He's screwed up. God knows what kind of jackass her biological dad is.
Yeah. Well, he's not her biological dad.
She doesn't even know him.
Has no idea. But
does she know her biological dad?
Yeah, he was a bad guy.
Yeah. Oh, surprise.
Immaturity.
I don't believe it. I think Caleb's lying about the biological dad.
Well, see what happened.
You're sleeping with her will not solve any of the problems that she fantasizes they will. They will cause a whole new set of problems that they will blame you for.
Yes, and tell her she is now mama and has to stop effing around. She's got a kid, right?
Right.
She can't act like an idiot now, experimenting with other guys and all that. How many kids does she have?
This is her only one.
Good.
She won't go with anyone but this guy.
Fantastic.
So far, I've been like the father figure for the kid.
I know, but listen, Caleb. Listen, you got to get yourself a date here. You're 20 years old. You're desperate. I know you're not doing anything with any other women, or you wouldn't be hanging around with this one. What is going on with you? You gay? Little gay?
Yes.
Part gay, or what part of you is gay? Because that's important.
No, I'm not gay at all.
Oh, no.
Get out of just be her friend and be your own friend, and don't do this to yourself or her.
And I swear to God, so much, and we never admit this, and I don't think we're aware of it as humans, but so much is done out of desperation. You get hooked up with somebody. Guys do this. They don't meet any other women. They're desperate. Here's one. I have a relationship with her. It's not a good relationship. She's got a kid, and she's living with this other dude. But at least I know her, and it's the one I know. It's the devil I know. And I'm going to stick with this one. I guarantee you the second another girl comes around, shows a little interest in Caleb, doesn't have a kid, isn't married, wants to go out on a date, Caleb is gone. He's knee-deep in her. Yep. But he won't even check that out. And he mistakes his... It's really desperation that he's calling love, or he's calling devotion, or that he's calling friendship. It's really desperation. If he had a whole array of girls to go out with, he wouldn't even get near this one again. So, Caleb, be honest. You're a loser. You're hanging around with this chick because she's the only chick who'll talk to you, and your job is to go talk to other chicks. Thank you. Shelley. Well, I'm right. Listen, I got 3 minutes with these kids. What do you want me to do? Of course he is. Please.
Oh, snap judgment.
Oh. All right.
Adam, might be a little gay.
You see what I dealt with?
Yeah, I see. I understand, Carla. Believe me. Don't worry.
Amaya, you're calling him a little gay in just 3 minutes? What a snap decision.
He said he was a little gay. He said, I'm a little, and then he
don't start this. The guy has friends. Come on, you start this, he goes home, everybody's...
That's right.
Don't get it started.
Shelley?
Hi, guys.
You're 20.
Yes.
What's going on?
Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I know normal calls are for Adam and Dr. Drew, but I actually have a question for Colin and Amaya. I know you get this all the time, but Amaya, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've only seen like a couple of the episodes, and in a few of them that I've seen, you're trying like really hard to get Colin. And basically, I'm a 20-year-old, and like, I'm not going to go totally out of my way to get a guy to notice me, but I just don't know what I'm doing wrong in the fact that like I cannot meet anyone.
Okay.
Snap judgment.
First of all, yeah, there's snap judgment. You're also looking at like a lot of editing, but
oh, really?
the fact is, here's the thing.
She wanted me, you know.
Okay,
That's the fact.
get over yourself, my friend. Okay, here's the deal. Just be yourself. If you're a little quirky, then be a little quirky, because that's who you are.
Don't chase guys. It's not attractive.
Yeah, and don't be edited to look like you're chasing guys, because that's not attractive either. But
Adam would never have a date if somebody
it's
didn't
okay,
chase him.
but just think of it this way: like you know me, I had problems with my body image. I feel a lot better about myself now, and if you're just confident and you exude confidence but not cockiness when you go after somebody, and don't go after somebody, let them come to you. It should just come from you being friends. It's so good to be friends with somebody initially.
But don't overdo it with the friends, though.
No, if you go too far, every guy's been in that
then it never
situation.
turns around,
Yes.
and you'll also just want them as a friend. But definitely, like, just be yourself and don't work too hard, because then you stress
From the guy's
yourself.
point of view, as far as Colin, like, what really did it for you to get you interested in her? Was it just totally the friendship thing? Or?
Amaya's a beautiful, intelligent woman, but I'll give you advice on that. You can flirt without chasing.
Yeah.
And I'm not even alluding to Amaya in my situation at all, because she'll probably slap me, and I'm only 2 feet away from her.
But Colin had a choice between a raging alcoholic and a lesbian. I mean, where the hell's he going? Trapped in a house on Diamond Head, and there's no other choice. He either goes gay, he goes alcohol, he goes lesbian, or goes to Amaya.
Look, the guy I'm kind of with...
Process of elimination.
The guy I'm basically with right now, we were just talking, we're friends, he's a really nice guy, and what happened is just as a result of us getting to know each other, and it's really fun. But, like, don't make an ass of yourself.
All right. It's all right to make a little bit of an ass of yourself. It's not going to kill you.
Guys love that.
Alex?
Yes.
You're 18.
Yes.
What's going on? Huh?
Alex?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Okay. From Cincinnati. My predicament is I've been dating this girl for about a year now. And I used to be best friends with her brother. And he was unfortunately killed in a fight.
A fight?
Yes.
Wow.
It was kind of a strange circumstance.
What happened?
Do you know how people staple things to telephone poles but leave staples in them?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got his head slammed into one and it went into his temple.
The staple went into his temple?
Oh. I know, it sounds...
Oh, hold on. It wasn't a staple. It was a nail.
Yeah.
One of those nails.
Huh?
It was a nail went through it.
Nail, I think.
Was it a large nail or a little staple?
No, it was like one of the large...
Spike, yeah.
Okay, it was a spike. Oh, God.
But,
What, he was fighting out front of somewhere and someone whacked his head on the pole?
I'm guessing. I wasn't there to see it, but, the real problem is, I did like her. I mean, I don't want to say I fell in love, but I did end up liking her a lot, and I figured I would give it a shot. And eventually, we've been going out for about a year now, and eventually I started thinking, what's going to happen if we ever break up? And I feel like, that the only reason she's even going out with me anyway, I mean, she's gorgeous, she's smart, she's beautiful, and everything like that. But I feel like the only reason she's going out with me is because she can at least hold on to a little bit of her brother.
So you've got this gorgeous, smart woman into you, and your problem is...
You might be overanalyzing.
Gotta break up with her. She is dead weight.
Stay with her if she's treating you well.
But
maybe she really does like you.
She does like me, I think. but I think it's for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, who gives a rat's
Do you have
ass?
do you
All
suffer
the
from low
wrong
self-esteem
reasons.
at all?
I'm so tired of that crap. Who the hell cares? If someone's with you, they're with you.
Have you been with somebody before? Have you had a girlfriend, like a long-term girlfriend before?
Oh, yeah, plenty.
How long has the longest relationship you've had been?
Longest, besides my girlfriend now, has been 11 months.
Okay,
Do you have any money?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a bank.
Oh, that's all the money you want, right? Every you get take it home or something. How much you make a year?
About 22.
All right, it's $22,000 a year. All right. So what is she, a gold digger?
No,
she wants to get her claws in that hefty $950 you take home every month.
No.
Please. All right, Alex, listen to me. She's with you. Do you have sex?
Yeah.
Okay, she's into you.
She likes
so
you.
relax, would you?
Okay.
Hey, she's there for all the wrong reasons. What does that mean?
You should talk to her, you know. That's probably the first step.
Alex.
Her boyfriend, her brother died a year ago, right?
Look, Alex is a mess.
Yeah, he is. What is up with
I think
him?
this is your own problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's not her. It's him.
Absolutely.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
His esteem is in the toilet.
Yeah, I don't. The whole part about with you for whatever reasons, the part is they're with you. That's what you got to know. I mean, listen, if you're 85 and Anna Nicole Smith comes a knocking on the gate of your compound, well, maybe that's one thing. But hell, I'd take her at 85. What the hell?
I don't think it's the money. I think he's having issues with his friend's death, and maybe it's not like her wanting to hold on to him. It's him wanting to hold on to his best friend by being with the sister.
It's all a mess.
Or he's just
it really is. But listen, in general, I don't know why I go on this, Jag, but you know why men are with women, why women are with men. Who cares? You know, everyone. You know, people come up to me every once in a while and go, "You know, she's only talking to you because you got a TV show and a radio show." I go, "That's why I got him, you idiot! Now get away from me." What the hell do you think I was doing all this time trying to get a show? Of course. So be it.
Do you know how many men don't have women? I mean, that's all you have to think about. I mean, no, doesn't matter.
Of course. Listen, you know why Hugh Hefner gets to bang triplets in his 70s?
Because he wears that hot smoking jacket.
And he's got himself a magazine, a few million in the bank, a jet with a bunny painted on the side of it, mansion. I mean, of course. Whatever it is. Drew, you're a doctor. You get a certain amount of trim because of that, right? I mean, chicks were interested in you because you're pre-med or med school or whatever the hell you were back then, right?
Right.
Yeah, everyone's into whatever they're into. I mean, whatever you do, that's why people are attracted to you. All right. Where the hell are we here, Drew? I'm going to this call. Matt?
Yeah.
You're 23?
Yep. How you doing?
Good.
Your show rocks.
Oh, thanks. Great.
Rocks.
A man show?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
My question is, I have oral sex with my girlfriend, and I use a Hall's Mentholyptus, and I was just wondering if that would affect her in any way.
It can be stingy.
Yeah, it can cause infections. Sure.
It can?
Yes.
You want that vapor action?
Yeah, why would you, Matt? What's
it
up,
does
dude?
cause infections.
What are you using the halls for?
Hold on a second.
A friend told me to try it out.
Yeah.
Amaya, what do you know about that?
Careful. Just be careful because it can cause a little irritation sometimes because the skin is very sensitive too, and it can kind of like peel away a little because it's kind of abrasive, the menthol.
Yeah.
And just be nice. You don't need that. It's already good enough if you're doing it right, so don't add the menthol.
The last little
Now, how
piece.
about me? Because I had sex with her after that, and it made me all numb and stuff.
Irritates you, sure.
Yeah, see, so then there you know, it's bad both ways, so don't do it.
Yeah.
Particularly cause urethral problems to you. But look, Amaya said if you're doing it right. So
Yeah.
Hey, if you're giving it your best effort, you can't fault a guy for that.
You know, she might be fake.
Hey, Matt.
Yep.
You just have yourself with some Ben Gay and cut out the middleman there.
Yeah, if you just let that whole faking thing pass right by.
Yeah.
What was I talking?
Just make sure you know where the clitoris is.
Yep.
Okay, good. You know where it is, good.
She loves it.
Yeah, all right. You're
So she screams.
1,000 tongues when you go down there, right, Matt?
You the man, Matt.
Yeah, all right. Your own business, man. Listen, any guy who has to sort of supplement his oral sex, I would worry about.
Not doing it right.
Yeah, I really would. I mean, listen, there's nothing that... women don't like a lot of bells and whistles, normally. I mean, most women, huh?
Well, you want a little bell and maybe a little whistle.
Well, here's...
Amaya wants whips, too.
Here's what I mean, though. I mean, you'd like to have... You'd like to have a guy do a good job down there, first and foremost, not reach into his trunk and start yanking out.
I will give advice to all the women listening to this right now. If it's not being done right and you're faking, which is ridiculous, tell him. Just suck it up and say something.
Yeah, but you can't tell him after you've been faking for a year.
Well, you can just be like, you know what, honey, and just kind of compliment him while you're doing it, or he's doing it anyway, and just say, you know, I'd really like it if you did this a little bit more, and maybe even direct him in the right direction.
Yeah, it's just...
Which guys appreciate.
Yes.
I have a problem with that.
And it'll be good if you break up and he goes for the next chick, then she'll appreciate what you've taught him, so...
Yeah, that's good incentive.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew.
That's a 3.
I got a better idea. Why don't you get a nail and scratch it into that goddamn thing? Because I can no longer see anything that comes from that marker.
Right.
And do you have any interest at all in finding one that works at any point?
Yeah, I was going to do the break. You got 1 minute here, just one more call.
But Drew, that thing has been that way for 6 months. What do you mean during the break?
I've been through like 4 of these.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
The last one was green 2 weeks ago.
All right, we're talking about Drew's Marks-a-Lot pen there, his magic marker. And really, there's nothing magic about that thing. It's pure crap. Where are we, on 3? Kara?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Hi.
Hey.
I just had a question for Colin and Amaya. I watch the show every Tuesday. I love it so much. After the show, my friends and I have like a written commentary about it. But I was just wondering, the situation with
break
Ruth,
off into discussion
the
groups.
question with what?
Judgment.
how did it affect you guys, with Ruthie being an alcoholic and going into rehab?
It didn't affect our relationship, per se.
Of course it affects the way you're living when you're forced into a situation with somebody who has a drinking problem and you don't know them. You're not their family. You're not their friend.
You're not their babysitter.
Well, but you sort of have to be because no one else is there. So, I mean, it affects everybody, and I'm sure you'll see as the season unfolds how it affects the entire house. But
well, it's really coming to a head now, at least the last one I saw.
It's interesting living with an alcoholic. I've known a lot of alcoholics, but living with them is very different.
Frightening is how I put it.
Yeah, it's rough because the whole thing about guys or girls who are alcoholics, you see them last when they're really loaded, but you don't really catch the fall. You go your way, they go their way, you go home, and you think to yourself, Jesus Christ, I hope they made it back in one piece or whatever, but you don't end up at the same place that they did or didn't make it back to.
Where it ends is, oh, she was a lush. You don't put yourself into a living environment with somebody like that.
Yeah. I remember the one of the first ones when she went out to some club, got herself good and loaded. They had to call the ambulance, right?
Yeah.
And Amaya she was in a bad way about this. She didn't like everyone else going out having a good time. You were pissed off at him?
I was just upset because I had been drinking myself and I was taking care of a person who I thought was going to die, and so that's kind of scary.
People didn't come home. But I was yelling at the TV set when I saw that. I remember thinking, oh, lighten up, honey. They're at a party. They're dancing. They're having a good time.
That's what I was yelling when I saw that on the TV.
She was really drunk, and you took her home, but there was 3 people taking her home. What'd you need?
That is my point exactly.
You're put in the experience, and since it's the second day, you would think just logically, or maybe it's just me and I'm the logical person in the situation, that you would do this because this is this little group of people that,
Well,
how many people have you seen get drunk?
Why
in your
justify
life?
it? I would be. Wouldn't you be mad if this person you saw was? I don't know.
You've seen a million people.
Well, first off, they were drunk too, not as drunk, but
no.
I was.
Colin can't drink,
Okay, the other folks were some of the other folks were inebriated, and it was at night, and they were dancing, and so their judgment or decision making wasn't as great as it could have been. But then she left with 2 or 3 people who are allegedly going to take care of them, and if I was at the club, I'd say, hey, take care of her, good riddance, and I'd go right back to the dance floor.
How many people do you need in the waiting room?
Different person.
That's what I was yelling at the TV set when I was watching that. That's the beauty of that The beauty of the real world is you actually yell at the TV set. The most outrageous one, and this isn't the Hawaiian one, but I don't know if you guys saw. I think it was the one out in Venice Beach here. When, I was probably about 2 or 3 years old, where I can't remember the girl, but she was claiming she was raped.
Oh,
It wasn't that funny.
I'm with, yeah, no. He tried to pull a cover off of her, and then the word rape got thrown in there, and I think every guy across the country was staring at the screen going, what are you talking about? Like, a cover almost got pulled off, and they said rape.
The other girl hyped up the situation.
The only thing that killed me about the whole thing is the other girl, the blonde one. I can't remember her name.
Beth.
Was it Beth?
Beth.
She was running around laughing, instigating the thing, stoking the fire, as it were. And so basically, Drew, what it was is there was one girl and one guy, and the guy basically pulled the girl's cover off while she was walking down the hall or something. And everyone was laughing, and the one blind girl was like running around, sort of really
egging him
starting the fire and egging him on. And then it was like cut to the one girl got the cover pulled down, crying, and the blonde one who was getting everything going, oh, I know. That was rape. He has to go. And it was like, I was like, hey, watch the tape.
If she's sleeping naked in a house full of cameras, somebody might see something eventually anyway, so.
Well, I don't say you should be able to pull the cover off of anyone. Although the blonde one, Beth, did rip the cover off another guy a couple weeks earlier who was asleep in his bed. But it was just a reaction of that one Beth who was as upset as she could have been over the guy ripping the cover off. And when you watch the tape, she's just running around laughing, yelling, do it, do it, do it.
You know the show very well.
I know it very well. I'll tell you.
Marathon.
I haven't seen a Loveline on MTV in like 4 years, though. But that Real World, I can't stop watching that show. I swear to God. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be back.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. The phone number's 1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
It is Loveline. Colin and Amaya are both here from the Real World. That is the one that goes on in Hawaii. Boy, that's nice. MTV, Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock, and then rerun whenever. And you can find it. Doing very well. And so how long ago did it wrap up? Were we talking about that? Has it been how many months?
Yeah.
Middle of May. So it's not been too long.
Yeah.
May 19th, I think.
And now you're back here. You're doing promotion. I don't know where the hell Drew. Did Drew just get paged or something?
I don't know what's going on with Drew. Maybe he's going to go get some Danishes or something.
I think there's hot muffins in the hall.
That is good radio, that Drew. Just stands up, walks right out of the studio.
Oh, wait, he's back. He's back.
Whee! What happened? Oh, you're getting a pen. All right, I can read that one. We're going to 6? Is that what that is?
I want to get the tape of what you said to me a few minutes ago about the pen.
What was that?
Now you have no problem with it?
No, look, it sucks, but I mean, why don't you get a new one?
You can see
Okay. Drew, let's just go back to our old one where you draw the number on my back and I guess which one it is. Jeff?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Nothing much. I have a question. I had watched my next door neighbor. I'm really good friends with my next door neighbor, and I had watched her and her boyfriend have sex one night where her parents wasn't home. And I'm not for sure, but I think he looked at me, or I think he saw me, and I don't know whether or not I should tell her before he talks to her and tells her, because I'm around him a lot, and I kind of feel uncomfortable because I don't know whether or not he's seen me.
Well, how long ago did this happen?
I think it happened like last Tuesday.
Yeah, and have you seen either one of them since?
Yeah, I try to not really stay around him that much, though.
Wait, you've seen him?
Yeah.
And no one said anything?
Huh?
Was the last Tuesday, 2 days ago?
Don't tell him.
That is?
Week 10 days ago.
Yeah, last week, like 10 days
Nobody's going to say anything.
Drop it.
Don't tell him.
Drop it.
Keep it to yourself.
Drop it, but don't
be a voyeur.
Don't be looking at people anymore.
But if they haven't brought it up by now,
forget it.
Yeah, either they know or they don't know, but they're not going to bring it up. They haven't done it by now. Ryan?
Yeah.
18?
Yep.
What's going on?
For about the past 8-9 months, I find myself having wet dreams involving 12-year-old, 11-year-old girls I know.
How do you know? So these are actual girls you know?
Yeah.
And you're having sex with them in your dreams?
Pretty much, yeah.
How do you know these girls?
Well, usually they're daughters of my parents' friends, and I hang around with their older siblings a lot.
Do you have any? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Have you been molested or any kind of sexual abuse in your history?
Actually, I don't know if you have yet, but do you guys want to gamble?
No. It's no fun when you ask us to do it.
Okay, well, to answer any questions, no, I was not molested. My childhood, my father was kind of abusive. My parents got divorced when I was 9, and I've moved around a lot. That's pretty much it.
Do you have intention to have sex with young girls?
Huh?
Do you intend to have sex with young girls? Is that your desire?
Oh, no.
It's just some weird fantasy you have.
I don't even know what it is. It's scary to hell.
Well, all right. Listen,
now, Ryan.
All bets are off with the dreams. I mean, the wet dream, it does kind of...
It's a little...
takes it to a little different level.
It'd be disturbing, but you're not preoccupied about this. You have no drive to do it. You have no intention to do it.
It happens.
What are the nature? What's the nature of the dreams? Is there like any kind of violence involved, or is it just very kind of like movie-like?
Usually it's rape.
Now, why did you ask that question?
Why did I ask that question? Because for me, it just seems like because of molesting, it just seems like it's a pattern among.
No, I understand the molestation, but why the aggression? Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that he has something that happened. Did you have any kind of bad experience with a girl when you were that age?
Yeah.
What happened?
Hold on, Drew, you're out. Amaya, you're in. I know you're out of a gig now. That's your new one.
What happened?
When I was 10, there was a girl down my street approximately the same age who now I'm firmly convinced after listening to your show that she was molested, but pretty much first sexual experience, if you can consider it that.
Was with her, you were both 10?
Yeah.
Who was the aggressor?
She was.
Right, so you did have some sexual abuse history.
Well,
Look, the most rapidly increasing population of abused children are children abused by other children.
Yeah, but
was it abuse or was it
10-year-old guy? Yeah,
there's no such thing as consent at 10. That's just
there's consensual in the sense that you did not stop her or attempt to stop her.
That's like saying there's a porno on the VCR and you played it and didn't attempt to stop it when you were 10 years old. It was playing.
Oh, all right,
same idea. No, that's traumatizing.
I could have gone for a little of that trauma when I was 10. I really could have.
Fourth grade.
Hell yes. Sign me up for that kind of trauma where I watch naked people jump on top of each other. I'm all for it. You kidding?
Fourth grade.
I could have handled that in the fourth grade.
Sure.
Wouldn't have been ruined. I mean, who the hell knows how much more twisted I would have been.
Right.
But the point is I was getting hold of magazines and stuff when I was that age.
Very defensive.
But
of course.
Interesting. You feel guilty, right? You at least are knowing that this is not good. And
now I see where your trauma's coming from.
Yeah.
10 times a day masturbating stuff starts to make sense.
First off, Drew, 8 times a day does not make 10 times a day. So I'd appreciate if you just call it what it is.
The source of the bunker is now clearer to me.
Secondly, I haven't even masturbated yet today. So
you all right? You okay?
No. Quite frankly, I'm not. Go get your kit. Do you have a kit, Drew, by the way?
My bag?
Yeah, your bag?
No.
Okay.
My main question behind it, do you think as a physician I should get therapy of any kind for this?
Yeah, it's not so much about the wet dreams, about you had a traumatic experience, you're very troubled by these sort of preoccupations you have, we don't know what they're going to develop into. I mean, there's enough here in your history just to want treatment. Forget about what you're feeling now.
Oh, forget about the history, just listen to his voice. He's a screwed up guy, and there's no doubt about it. And you hear that. And I don't think what happened to you at 10,
Let's put it this. Let me put it this way.
I don't think it's ruined you, but there's a lot of issues swirling around.
I want you to put in this context, Adam. You're absolutely right. It doesn't have to be ruination with that experience. Absolutely not. But we're talking to Ryan.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Ryan had some issues going into that experience, and it did affect him. Okay?
Yes. Yes. People's psyche is like a bridge. If it's solid and it's well-constructed, it can take a hit.
That's right.
And you can still go across it.
Absolutely.
But if it's rickety and it's precarious,
or if you're
one
dropping
hit can take it down.
If you're dropping 1,200 bombs on it, it's going down.
Right, but what I'm saying is the experience at 10 is not 1,200 bombs. That's what I meant to say.
I'm saying that many of our callers get such
but I'm saying
repeated abuse. In Ryan's case, I agree.
Ryan's bridge was made out of rope and vine, not steel and cement. Jenny.
Hi.
You're 13.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I had a question for Amaya and Colin, and I was wondering how they adjusted to living in the house.
Because of what?
Nudity, cameras, tech.
Yeah, kind of like all that stuff.
You get used to it.
With living with new people that you've never met before and stuff.
Well, when you get to college, you start living with new people too. But it is definitely a situation that is made a little bit more blown up by the cameras and the different personalities because they're not people you choose to live with.
It's like living with emotionally deficient dorm roommates.
Yes, who write lots of poetry.
Oh, those people. It's horrible poetry people. Sure, don't mess with that.
And also, did when you saw the shows turn out, did they kind of portray it in the wrong way, the situation?
No, I'd say they portrayed it in the right way. You're getting one form of the truth. You're getting one of 7 opinions.
Well, yeah, it's edited for a story, so you may recognize yourself and you may not recognize yourself, but overall you're seeing good stuff. They make you look as good as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
It's truthful. Keep watching.
It's pretty kind of truthful.
I know, it's one of my favorite shows.
All right, Jenny.
Okay.
And it's weird, or it must be weird, because Jenny's 13. I watch that show and I go, look at these crazy goddamn kids running around naked. Jenny's watching this, go, look at these crazy goddamn adults running around naked. I mean, Jenny's 13, and when you're 13, a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds, I mean, that's big time. I mean, you might as well be friends of her folks or something. I mean, you don't really have different stages of adult. When you're 13, anyone who's out of high school, adult. And then at some point, you become grandpa. but that's it. From 19 to 74, you're just adult. You don't look at 19, 20-year-olds as still a little screwy, got a few things to work out or anything like that.
That smells like potpourri. It's pretty nice. The fart.
Did you break wind, Drew, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Why were you spraying that around?
Curious what was in it.
Yeah, he was just curious.
It's really nice.
It's kind of interesting, though, Drew. You sprayed it a little bit, and it seems
I couldn't quite smell it.
Smells like
you had to spray a lot of it right over
the
where your
ornament
ass
section
was.
Over your ass. Where I put it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's pleasant.
Okay, we'll take a little break. We'll talk a little more real world after this.
Call 1-800-LOVE-191 to broadcast your problems to the public. Loveline will be right back.
All righty. Oh, thank God we're just about done with this abortion.
You're already done.
I was done.
Yeah.
I was done when I got here tonight. I'm just tired. I'm whooped. I'm going to sleep. That's what I'm doing. All righty. We have Colin and Amaya both here from the Real World. That would be the Hawaii edition. And that is on Tuesday nights, MTV, 10 o'clock. And rerun, well, you can find it. Just keep looking. Do they, MTV, is that one, by the way? Yeah. MTV mixes things up a lot.
Yeah, the schedule. Would schedule actually be the right word?
I don't know if you mix up a schedule consistently, then eventually you have to take the word schedule out of it because it doesn't make any sense.
There's no order to it, right?
I never know what the hell's on MTV, and I just wonder. I never look at TV guides or newspapers or anything. But if you looked at a TV guide, could you figure out what was going on, or do they print stuff?
I don't think so.
I mean, do they give them, the people that publish these things, enough notice to be able to print things, or how does it work? You guys know? Do you look in the TV guide?
No.
I think there's a TV guide cable edition. And it's a bigger one, and they must list stuff in there.
Maybe they put all the possible schedules for MTV.
Right, MTV will say Saturday night, 11 o'clock. It'll say could be Real World, could be Road Rules, could be Loveline, or it could
video.
A video.
Could be
MTV News.
Backstreet Boys.
Fat Boys Rampathon. Yeah. So just hang out, smoke some pot. Don't worry, it's all good. All right. Fat Boys. Is that Dince?
Vince.
Lisa, I'm going to punch you. We're such idiots, too. It's D-I-N-C-E, which is obviously a typo, but we're sitting here with the dints. Let me just say something real fast. All you screwballs that are naming your kids these screwed up names, this is what happened. Amaya, over here. I blame your parents for this.
It's family.
Here's what I'm saying. We now, see, 20 years ago, we would have looked at Dince, known it was a typo, and went immediately to Vince. But now with everyone, all these whacked out names, we're sitting here, Dince. Dince. Sir Dince-a-lot.
Dince.
All right, Vince, what's happening there? 28?
Yep.
All right.
I live with an AIDS patient, and I actually went to go give blood one day, and they'd asked me, do I come into contact with people with AIDS or anything like that? And I said, well, I live with somebody. It's a family member, it's not like a sexual partner or anything.
Did you make that clear to them?
Yes, I did.
That's a family member.
Right.
All right.
And they still kind of had this weird problem with it. They're like, oh, hang on, let me ask somebody. And I'm sitting there thinking, I know that it's difficult to contact other than, like sex and needles, but I thought, is there something I don't know?
No, there's not something you don't know. I think they are perhaps concerned about whether or not they're getting accurate information from you.
Okay.
And two, as I think there's some window there before the viral antibody shows up, and they're worried that you could potentially fall into that window.
Right, so it would have to be like an extraordinary situation where there's like blood on blood, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought, and when they said that, I'm like, wait a minute, all right, so I thought I'd...
No, you're...
No, they don't think you have it. They're just sort of calling you a liar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't blame them either. I mean, listen, I don't want to be rude or anything, but, you're getting blood, and this guy lives with AIDS, and this lives with someone who has AIDS, and this guy lives with a cat. Who are you going with? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like any of that kind of discrimination, but that's all right with me. It really is. Because they have no way of knowing whether this guy's his life partner or who they're calling his cousin or his brother. If he's going
to be a liar, why wouldn't he just exclude the information altogether?
I don't know. I don't. If we lived in a better world, I think they should take him at his word. But I'm just saying, I can understand them hesitating.
And maybe it's the way he delivered the information too. Maybe he went, I live with somebody with AIDS, and then when they all reacted, he went, just a family member. Maybe it was the way it came across.
If you're donating blood, which is great, and I'm glad you're doing it, maybe bring an up-to-date AIDS test with you just so that they don't pull that on you again.
Yeah,
but
could
again,
have been,
it's the possibility of the early infection.
Hold on.
This whole issue of viral load testing and things that can be done, and when is it more infectious than other times and whatnot.
I got a theory here. Vince?
Yes.
You weren't wearing culottes, were you?
Culottes?
No?
What's that?
Okay. He's straight. He's very straight. It's not a life partner. Any guy who goes, named Vince, who goes, what's culottes? They're very fashionable, sort of short pant there, right, Drew?
If you say so.
In the gaucho family, I might say it's a gaucho for the summer. What you kids are calling capri pants was a culotte back when I was coming up, except for a little bit. Oh, you wearing
that? The culottes are the ones that are the foofy skirts.
Yeah, they got a little more flair to them.
They've got to be shorter, and you got to be going to Miami and.
They don't have to be shorter, but they do have to have more flair.
You wear them with black socks, black knee socks.
You're always surprised they're pants.
Yes. Yeah.
They look like a skirt.
They look like a skirt.
Yeah, they got more. I'm saying they got more flair, but they can still be sort of pant-like.
Culottes are out, Adam.
Look up culotte, would you, Drew? Take another call.
Behind you there.
Sammy?
Hello?
I don't know if I'd be in there. You're 19?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, me and my boyfriend have sex about 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And my friend said that I can form cysts on my ovaries if I have sex a lot.
Not true.
No.
That's not true?
Not true.
Wait, can I say Colin? Oh, you are so hot.
He is.
So totally hot. And you too, Adam. But
No.
Oh, please.
But Colin is
Adam blows me away.
Huh?
Adam blows me away, but thank you.
No, you are so hot. I love you so much.
Wow.
It really is. I see a real bright future for this kid. I really do. It's good sense of humor.
He can be a model, man.
He should model.
Oh, yeah.
And not just print, doing the runway stuff, too.
Calvin Klein underwear.
He's so happy right now you're telling him this.
Should model those underpants.
But is it possible to form cysts on ovaries?
Yes, it's possible to form them, but nothing you
I mean,
can...
if I do that a lot?
No.
I've had a cyst on an ovary, and it came from bad dosage in my birth control. It comes from other things, not that.
Well, or it can be part of your normal physiology. It can be sort of something that happens to people spontaneously, but that's it.
Okay.
All right. Wait a minute. All right, I got
Colin,
I got
you're
some,
so hot.
got some trouble here. He is. I like this Colin. Talk about the one that got away, Renee.
God.
You're 16 years old.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Am I on the air right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. First of all, I want to say you guys are, really cool. And, I want to say hi to my boyfriend, Carolla, if he's listening. And, anyway, my problem is, my boyfriend, he's probably listening right now. He's really pissed off if he hears me. But he's,
The one you just said hi to?
I want to give a shout-out to my roommate.
Is that the guy you just said hi to?
Hey, if he's going to get really pissed, why are you going to say it?
Yeah.
Well, because, he needs to know that, he's been really hurting my feelings because he always gets, really pissed off at me. And, he's, really controlling. And, one of his friends, really likes me. And, Carolla still likes his ex-girlfriend. I know he doesn't. It's only obvious.
Okay.
And he's trying to make a choice between, me and her.
Yeah.
And, I want to, make a choice soon because it's, really kind of getting me down.
Hey, how old is this guy?
Oh, he's 15. And we have a...
younger men.
You
It's
have
a big
what?
problem.
You have a what?
We have a kid.
Oh. What?
Hey.
Oh,
15.
Lord.
I just lost control of my bell.
Yeah. I lost control of Colin's bowel, too.
My
Drove
friend.
it right into the railing. It's horrible. All right.
having condoms.
Renee?
Yeah.
When your dad is paroled, I want you to kick him in the nuts. That's a first order of business.
I've never been sexually abused or anything.
Is there an alcoholic in your family?
No. No drugs or anything.
Yeah, but somebody did you wrong along the way, didn't it? Where's your dad?
Oh, he's at work.
At work where? In the laundry part of
License plate. License plate.
I bumped him up
He's
the laundry.
doing laundry.
Really? He's still together with your mother?
What?
He's still together with your mother?
Yeah, they've been together for 20 years.
And everything's happy there?
Yeah.
Everything's okay?
Yeah, I fight with my mom and my parents sometimes, but it's all okay.
Do you run away occasionally?
Yeah, I did last summer.
Yeah.
Don't have any more kids.
Do you have how old is your child?
Oh, she'll be 4 months next week.
Do your parents not like this 15-year-old?
No, they like him.
And he's the father?
Yeah.
But he's deciding between you and some other chick?
Yeah, his ex-girlfriend.
Sure.
Well, he's 15.
Oh.
Does he have a child with that woman, too?
Does he have any other kids?
Not that I know of, but
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that he does have kids with his ex-girlfriend.
Sure. I swear to God, when I'm in charge, I'm going to take guys like that, take their nuts right off them. I swear to God, I will consider guys like that an enemy of the state. I really will. I mean, I swear to God, I'd rather have. I mean this. I would rather have the Unabomber running around, blowing some college professor's hand off every 6 months, than three of these guys screwing a bunch of 14-year-olds and knocking them up. In terms of big picture, societal problems, let the Unabomber out. I swear to God. He live in a shack, he can write his rambling manifestos, and every once in a while some guy with a tweed coat gets his arm blown off, and it doesn't really make a difference in the big picture.
Wow.
Meanwhile, this Johnny Appleseed is knocking everybody up and having a bunch of criminals and prostitutes as his offspring. I swear to God.
I'm with you.
All right, let's get the Unabomber out.
You don't need a baby that young, please.
All right, so Renee, I don't know what is going on with you. This guy's a mess. You are a mother now, and you have to act like one. Focus on that. If this guy chooses the other girl instead of you, it'll be the best thing that ever happened to you. I swear to God. All right, should we all go kill ourselves, or what do you want to do? Or look up culottes?
Culottes.
Okay, we'll do that and we'll kill ourselves later?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to be around to release the Unabomber, of course.
That's right. Take a break.
Loveline will be right back. Loveline will be right back.
For a second.
They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Well, that is it. Colin, Amaya, that's the end of the road for us.
the pinnacle of my career. So thank you.
It's over.
Really?
I'm done. It's all downhill from here.
It's all right. Now, you got a kid, and I mean it. You have it. That's the thing. All right, Drew, you got it, except for you just put a SH in front of it, and that's what you got over there. Okay, yeah, he's hurting real bad. The Real World, Tuesday night on the fabulous MTV, 10 o'clock, and then rerun ad nauseum wherever. You'll find it. Watch it. I love that show, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station. And are probably not the views of Westwood One Entertainment. Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station.